All right, first graders, happy Thursday, and today we are going to be looking at some graphing. So we will be on May 20th, 1MDA4. That MDA stands for measurement and data. So just by looking, we have two types of graphs here. We have bar graphs, but one is running vertical or one's going up and down, and the other is going horizontal or side to side. Either way is fine to do a bar graph, and you will see both of these kinds when you see graphs. So if we look, we have the pet shop pets. So these are the pets that are in the pet shop. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goldfish, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 snakes, 1, 2, 3, 4 dogs, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cats. And so some information that I can get from this graph is how many goldfish does the pet shop have? How many cats and dogs does the pet shop have? How many pets does the pet shop have in all? So all of these are questions that I could answer from just looking at this graph. The same thing for the insects. So insects that I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ladybugs, 8 bumblebees, 6 flies, and 6 butterflies. So some questions that I could ask for this graph is, how many bugs did I see in all? Were there any bugs that I saw equal amounts? Which bug did I see the most of? How many flies and butterflies did I see? How many bugs with wings did I see? All of these are different things that I could answer just from this graph. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at this graph, and I have labeled it Miss Gray's class's favorite colors. So we're going to think of some questions that we could ask for this graph. Normally we already have questions for you, but I want you to think about some questions you could ask. So one example might be, how many students liked purple? And after I see the question, I can say, okay, 4 students liked purple. So then I could answer the question with that. I might say, how many students does Miss Gray have in her class? And so that would just be, I count every single box that's colored because each of those boxes represents a student. So we have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. 31 students in Miss Gray's class. What's another question you could ask for this graph? Maybe, which color did most students like? And so if I ask you that question, what's the answer? Right, most students like red the best. You think of a question that we could ask from this graph. Most of the time our questions are going to start with how many. But sometimes we can say which, like which color got the most votes, which color got equal votes, which color got the least votes. How many students voted for yellow? How many students voted for red and blue? All of those are different questions that you could answer or ask with your graph, and you could also answer with your graph. So on today's must do, you're going to look at your graph about favorite pets. So there's fish, dogs, and cats. These are the pets. These are the number of children who like that pet the best. And then this is just your title of the graph, favorite pet. So you're going to write 2 questions that can be answered using this data or using this graph. How would you answer your question? So you're going to write your first question here, and then you're going to answer it. Then you're going to write your second question here, and then you're going to answer it. And after you've finished, you can either do an iReady lesson for 10 minutes or choose a math game to play if you have time. These are may-do activities down here. All right, first grade, I'll see you tomorrow for your very last day of learning. Have a great afternoon.